It's no secret that I like going fast. Never has been, never will be. It's fun, zipping around corners with reckless abandon, outracing my friends and getting the gold. So it shouldn't come as a surprise to you that today's game is a tribute to the likes of WipeOut and F-Zero, with controls and tracks that encourage multiple attempts and an aim for perfection. Redout is a futuristic arcade anti-gravity racer from 34 Big Things, a decently sized team of 32 members based out in Italy that previously released Auto and Hyperdrive Massacre. The project began with the aim of filling the void left by the lack of new F-Zero games and to bring the anti-grav racing genre a truly next-gen game. And I'd say that the team has managed to do exactly that. Since Redout is mainly a tribute to some pretty fondly remembered games, it doesn't exactly reinvent the anti-grav propulsion system here. It focuses instead on refining and tightening the mechanics of the WipeOut and F-Zero games. Tightly tuned and tested tracks and AI that hold nothing back are the mainstays of the game, with various crafts to unlock and pilot peppering the entree, in addition to power-ups and a pretty solid selection of game modes. When I say the tracks and AI are unforgiving, I mean it. This game is meant to be challenging, and it succeeds without hesitation. In order to win each event, you'll need to master whatever vehicle it is you choose to pilot. You need to control not only the direction your vehicle steers in, but also its pitch and yaw during sharper turns, dips, and hills to keep yourself from hitting the sides of the track or grazing your nose along the track itself. Failing to do so not only damages your ship, but also takes a sizable chunk out of your speed, guaranteeing you get passed by your opponents. Because of this, you'll end up playing the tracks multiple times. Thankfully, the tracks are insanely fun and varied, so you'll end up actually wanting to do this and not just doing it because you lost the race for the 10th time. There's a pretty decent selection of game modes, some more different than others. There are, of course, your usual racing modes, one that allows power-ups and one that doesn't, but then you have really creative modes, like Last Man Standing, which eliminates whoever's in last place until there's only one competitor left, or Boss, that has you racing through about 5 tracks all chained together with teleporters, making one huge track. All of these modes are available in Quick Race, and they all come up in the career mode, but only the 2 normal race modes are actually available for online multiplayer. And unfortunately, the online play is a bit of a ghost town, with barely anyone playing. I was able to find a few games going in the middle of the day, and I have to say that multiplayer works really well. There's little to no lag, and the races can get really intense. This kind of thing happens with so many indie games that have an online mode, and it's almost always a shame. It'd be so fun to play this against people online, but at this point it looks like you'll pretty much be playing this by yourself or with any of your friends that happen to have the game. Limiting online to only 2 modes of play is also a bad move in my opinion. I'd love to do Boss or Last Man Standing or even Survival with friends. Also, there's no local multiplayer, which is just kind of weird to me. This kind of game was made for sitting on a couch and racing against your friends. I really hope that it gets added in the future. The tracks that are available for play are all gorgeous and fun, each presenting their own challenges and tricks to learn. You'll race through a desert, the Arctic, and, you know, of course, a volcano. There are about 20 tracks, and that's more than enough, but I'd love to see what other environments the devs can come up with, like a space area. Come on, guys. I will say that Redout is a bit expensive for what it is and what's available. Costing about $35 on Steam, the devs really need to add more content and at the very least local multiplayer for that price to really be worth it. That said, if you're a fan of racing games like I am, or if you've got an anti-grav itch that you just need to scratch, then this one is definitely worth looking into. Thanks for joining me for this episode of Indie Bytes. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please remember to leave a like and subscribe for more stuff like this. Be sure to check out the other content that we put out on this channel, and remember to drop me a line here on Twitter or through email with any game recommendations that you've got. You can find all that stuff down in the description below. I'll see you next time. Bye!